Hey out there, this is Dr. Paul Martin with Brilliant Life Chiropractic. I am coming to you and to talk about the two different philosophies when it comes to healthcare, and to tell you where chiropractic falls in it. I was thinking about this the other day, and I thought it might be interesting to share. What makes some chiropractors different than others, what makes medicine different than chiropractic, and really it has to do with an underlying philosophy about how the body works and what method we're going to take to treat it. And these two philosophies are mechanism and vitalism. Um, so mechanism, let me talk about that. If you spend any time with a practitioner and talk with them about what they do and how they do it, and even some of their philosophies as it relates to life as a whole, you can probably figure out where they fall. I fall more in the vitalism category. I think chiropractic fits better in that model. Well, let's talk about these. So mechanism basically perceives the body as a machine. A very complex machine, but a machine nonetheless. Now, what are the qualities of a machine? Let's think about this. Machines break down. Machines need to be fixed. Like if your car breaks down, you have to replace a part or fix a part or something like that. Typically speaking, these parts can be replaced and another one put in, and there's no concern about that. It takes care of the problem, and that's it. The analogy for the human body is if we need a transplant, you can just, you take out a heart, put in another one, or, just remove an appendix or something like that. Mechanism as a healthcare model is very symptom-based. And if you are exhibiting no symptoms, then you're generally considered to be healthy and there's nothing to do. And even preventive care in a mechanistic model is based on this same philosophy. Preventive care is about early detection of these symptoms, and by early detection we look at things like, is your blood pressure going up? Is cholesterol going up? Although that's a whole other thing. We look at those kinds of things and then do things to treat those symptoms. Very rarely does it actually look at the cause of these things. So examples, aside from medicine, would include things like the germ theory of disease. You have a germ present, then you're going to get the disease. That's the germ theory of disease. Pharmaceutical interventions tend to work on this. Surgery tends to work on this. And from a non-medical approach, like Newtonian physics is very mechanistic in that way, generally speaking. And when Lael had to get an appendectomy last year, I was very glad that medicine did this because, she had appendicitis. Left untreated, it could have ruptured and could have killed her, and so getting surgery and getting that taken out was great that we had that available, and we had not perfected, but we've gotten very good at doing that sort of thing. But it's not great for overall health care. It's not great for enhancing life. Vitalism, on the other hand, let's take a step back from vitalism. Mechanism can be very reductionist. We tend to look at that one part. If your heart's having issues, let's look at the heart. If your kidney, then we look at the kidney a lot of times, with some understanding of other systems. But vitalism takes a step back and looks at the body as an integrated whole. There is not one piece that doesn't affect all the other pieces. And the body in and of itself is constantly striving to be healthy and is healing itself all the time. Your car cannot do that. Your car does not heal itself. It needs to be replaced over time. It needs little help, generally speaking, mostly just no interference from within so that it can take care of itself. And it knows best how to do that. Oftentimes when we second guess the workings of the body, we mess things up. So vitalism understands that the body knows best how to support itself. And we can help with that a little bit. Symptoms are not the enemy, are in fact the body's way of addressing its own health issues. Fever is a great example of this. Fever is how the body will slow down and kill bacteria and viruses. Vomiting gets rid of toxins. Diarrhea is another way of doing that. Pain lets you know not to use something. So symptoms are a way of addressing health issues and are not the health issue themselves. Follows more in the line of, with this broader understanding, almost seems to be like some sort of life energy within the body. Follows along the line of quantum physics, which has some chaotic elements to it that aren't present in Newtonian physics. And that represents more of the chaotic nature of life itself. Chiropractic, acupuncture, massage, craniosacral therapy, all of these things tend to follow this philosophy, or could. They aren't always. I know of mechanistic, reductionistic chiropractors who basically feel like their job is to shove a bone back in place and then the biomechanics are restored. I see it a little bit more broadly than that myself. And there are times for each. I'm not trying to knock it. but I think they are better suited for different things. Mechanistic intervention is best suited for crisis care, catastrophe. You're bleeding out, stop that symptom because you could die. I mean, that makes sense to me. But taken to a healthcare level, vitalism is, I think, more appropriate and helps enhance the quality of life even better. Mechanistic intervention can save lives, but vitalism is the philosophy of maximizing life. And as I say, you deserve a brilliant life. Let it shine. Until next time.